Right, we're into day 2 in the garage, and I have cleaned this side up. Well, when I say cleaned it up, I've drilled holes in it. It's test fitted back on, fits absolutely lovely. I've still got this to trim, I've just noticed. Could probably even do that when it's on the car. That side, that's all welded up. I've just got a little bit of cleaning to do on the welds at the back there. Give them a little clean back. Then I can get it seam sealed, painted. I can get the valance clean back now and painted. That is a lovely tight fit in there. Very, very nice. I can't even get my fingernail in there. That's how tight it is. And that side, that's the same. That's really tight as well. So, yeah. What we'll do is I'll get this spot welded, plug welded into position. Once that's in position, I can get the valance cleaned and paint. I can paint inside this area here before it all gets welded up. That way it's going to be protected. So get it seam sealed, painted, bit of lunch, come back after lunch and then get the valance welded on. That's the plan. That's the closing panel welded up. I've just started to clean it back, so I thought I would stop and give a little progress update. So got all the welds in there nicely. They're not too bad. A wee bit shitty there, but there was a big hole in that panel anyway. So anyway, that's welded up. I've had to put a little tack in there, same as the other side, to keep it down. I've tested the valance and it seems to fit perfectly. And I just need to get this cleaned up now. So while I was welding this up, I noticed some of the welds along here weren't great. So I have spotted this quarter panel on, but where I had punch holes, I didn't weld them up. So I've welded them up. I'm starting to grind them back. And then the rest of the welds that were along here, where there was gaps in the weld, I've just put some more tacks on it. So I'll clean that back as well, and that'll be that. And the car, the shell is almost finished. Happy days. Right, I'll crack on and get that cleaned up because I want to get the valance prepared as well and get that on today. And then we can draw this video to a close. I've just tested the valance and I've trimmed this as well so that fits, and it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. So that'll spot weld on there, just nice. So the gaps for where I'm going to spot weld, as you can see in there, they're tight up against that panel. It's as tight as a duck's arse, and it's the same with the other side. Let's go around and have a look at that. So looking in here, just move the car down a bit. Again, that's tight. As tight as a submarine's hatch. So yeah, happy with that. So what I can do now, and it all lines up with the holes just nicely as well. So the bumper will go in there, no problem at all. Middle hole. And the end hole, arse hole. So that's that. So what I'll do now is I'll get the closing panels painted, get the paint off the valance in preparation for spot welding, and give the valance a coat of paint as well. I've been doing a lot of work off camera, and this is where we're at. I just wanted to crack on with it. So the boot floor's primed, seam sealed. The closing panels, that's them finally on, and they're absolutely rock solid. Missed a bit of primer there, but not to worry, it's on the outside. I've put black paint on the inside, seam sealed all round them, all round the joints, and it's got the black paint from Toolstation. I have also painted the corners where the closing panels will cover, painted them with the Black Magic stuff from Toolstation. Really good paint that, I do like it. It's quite tough as well. It's like Hammerite, but it dries quicker. Might not be as tough as Hammerite, but it's certainly strong. I've also primed the boot floor again, given that a clean and a prime. So I've still got the seat back and underneath the partial shelf to do, but I'll do that once it's off the jig. I don't want a big line down it. So that's where we're at. So in the next clip we'll get the closing panel welded on. That'll be tomorrow for me, but it'll be a split second for you guys. Right, we're now into the following day, and I'm ready to get this valance on. So I've cleaned back all the areas where I'm going to weld to, like so, and I'll put a splat of weld through primer on these edges, and that should hopefully help protect it. So we'll get the weld through on it just now. Hopefully I've got enough. There's not a lot in that can, and it's the only one I've got. So yeah, hopefully that'll be enough, and we'll get this valance finally welded on. Right, that's had a bit of time to dry now, so we'll get this off. So I've painted the weld through primer on it, and just giving it a quick little light coat, and same with the ends on this. So now it's just a matter of offering it up, and hopefully it welds on okay. Yeah, it's closing down nicely. Right, dig out the sander, and I'm just going to finger sand the areas where I'm just going to spot. Right, that's the finger sander ready. I've already done a sand up there and then the belt broke, so I've just put a new belt on it. And I'll sand a couple of bits round here where I'm going to spot. Right, I think I've done the other side on that one. I have. Right, what setting is this on? Oh, this is a heavy beast. Right, this is going to be going through 3 layers now, so make it 1.5, 1.5, put it on maximum, and it's on pulse. Lovely. That's got the bottom as well. Happy days. Right, how does that look on the bottom? Looks absolutely lovely on the top. And lovely on the bottom. Right, we'll get you in. Right, that's the first spot weld in. And that's looking really good. Factory And there it is on the bottom. Factory. Right, I'm happy with that. So what I'll do is I'll get some more bits sanded where I'm going to spot, and then we'll get it spotted on once and for all. Right, I'll just move over now and I'll just get this side zapped up, and then once that's done, it's just that bit to weld on. These welds are not too bad. I've probably got it on the wrong settings, but I mean, I am going through 3 layers there, so yeah, it's passable, I suppose. I need to try and fix that up there. It's not very clever, but that's because I got too close to the edge with the spot welder. It's not seen anyway, it's behind the bumper, so I might just round it off. So that's where we're at. I'll get the closing panels welded up on the sides. I need to obviously clean the paint back. Oh. Right, that's the valance and the closing panels all welded in. So I'm fairly happy with it. Some of the spot welds, some of them are really good, but some of them are not really good. I mean, I've given it a clean back. I mean, that one's okay, that one's okay. But there is one or two, or more than one or two. There is a few that I'm not happy with, that maybe the spot welder was too high a setting, or what have you. I did blow a hole here with the spot welder, so what I'll do is I'll put a bit of copper at the back of that, and I'll just fill that up with some weld from the MIG. So that's really it, but it's rock solid. That's going nowhere, and it actually looks really good being a Mini again. So let's get it straightened up. I need to take it off the thing and see what it looks like. Round you come. So there we go. That's it. That's it on. These welds turned out. These spot welds here on the closing bracket, closing panel, they turned out really well. Both sides. They turned out absolutely fantastic. So I just wish the rest of it looked like that. But then again, once it's had a coat of paint, it'll be absolutely fine. So guys, there we have it. I'm sorry this has been quite a long one, but this was quite fiddly. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would have been. Maybe it's just me because I'm out of touch and I haven't touched bodywork on the cars for a few years. That's probably what it was. But the Magnum closing panels, they were a bit fiddly, but they've turned out not too bad. I'm glad I didn't go down the heritage route for the closing panels, because it's something that you don't see it. And I managed to make the Magnum ones fit, and there is wee gaps that I'll be able to get some scoosh into. There's a wee gap there, so I'll get a wee nozzle, pop it up there. But then again, there's holes in the floor, just there. It leads you straight into that cavity. But I'll leave them open anyway, as drain holes, just in case any water does settle in the boot. It's got somewhere to go and it's not going to sit in it. So guys, once again, if you have made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.